Hi guys, this video is gonna hit upon three things. One is don't forget to sign up for the Bitcoin giveaway in a few weeks. The link is right there. Two, we're gonna go over my powder coating equipment. And three, how to start a powder coating business under $300. I literally started mine about 200 bucks. So we'll just quickly hit upon that too. First, powder coating business, you can either media blast or chemical stripping. I did the media blaster for a long time. That works until you get into powder coating, and then as you guys know, powder coating, media blasting just doesn't work with it unless you have something extreme like a dustless blaster or something like that. So here I've got my rim strip. Creative Coating Solutions is where I get mine, MAC keys. It has methanol chloride in it, hydrofluoric acid. 30 gallons is $570 and 55 gallons is $795, right around that area. Something you need with it. CNBC, I think I call it, or maybe the initials are wrong. Chemical, biological, nuclear, and radioactive mask. If you're using a 3M or something like that, it does not work. I actually called the manufacturer and they told me like pretty much nothing works except for these types of masks. So as long as it's the CBRN or NR, you should be fine with it. Oh, might as well do the intro now. I actually have a cheat sheet just because I can't remember all the numbers to everything. Okay, oh, wait. On jobs that I can't fit, that, I actually use that. It's B15 from Benco. That works better than anything over the shelf. It's the same as B17. Okay. Now we are gonna get to my compressor. Just a Harbor Freight one, guys. It doesn't have to be something like stupid expensive. 15.8 CFM at 90 PSI, 16.4 at 40 PSI. Cost me around $700 at Harbor Freight. New equipment as the other day I had delivered. Harbor Freight dryer. Don't ask me the specs on that because I just got it and I didn't prepare for that one. So next is, we use this if we have anything with like major rust. We'll use a pot blaster outside, but of course you burn through the media. We use this for if we're just doing a color change on rims. We put it through the chemical strip and we put it into this gap blaster just to etch it. Anything dealing with rust, we really don't use this just because the pot blaster has so much more power. But this is it. This is actually the Scat Blaster 976 Pro Detailer XH. Measures 58 wide, 28 deep, 34.5 height, and it has that back 50 HEPA vacuum on it. So, I mean, it is a great system. I mean, it does work. And of course, it's freaking huge. I'll try to get specific little videos and put them up in the upper, I don't know which corner they go in, but I'll try to put them up there just so you can see it also. So the next part of my equipment is the pressure pot. I also use a bucket blaster for something really small. I don't really use it much anymore since I got the Scat Blast. But this baby's just a 40-gallon Harbor Freight pot blaster. And it's a lifesaver, it really is. I can burn through rust on big rims and everything pretty fast. The only issue with that is you're losing media. So I am eventually gonna buy one specifically to hook up it for this, like Sean does. I've already drilled the hole to put it in. That way, if I have anything big that needs it in there and I don't have to waste 3-4 bags of media on 4 rims. But I just haven't got to that yet. And I'm gonna buy a separate one just for that and keep this one for anything like tractor tires, anything big like that. Okay, just going through the list. It's just gonna be easier and faster for you guys. Okay. Security camera, don't know what the heck that's about, but pressure pot, security camera, okay. Oh, the pressure pot. Looks like, I can't read the CFM on here anyways. The bucket blaster we do use. We actually also use, and these are things I got before I had all my equipment. It's a wand for a pressure washer. Whoops. I don't know if you can see them down there, but a pressure washer wand, so you can blast them with water and media. The oven, love my oven, 4x4x6. It's Davenport. I'm a sticker collector if you haven't seen. One of my newest companies I'm starting to like is this Dilligaff. PM me to know what it says because I just don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for saying what it actually means. And my new stickers out. I got my 710. I got 802 Garage. So I got that from Davenport. That cost around $2,200 shipped. I got my Wise. I just had to buy the pigtail myself. That's the only thing that I had to have added to it. Next thing, okay, so I started off with, everybody knows what the heck that is. Everybody knows what that is. Okay, that's what I started off with. Then I went to a Eastwood 1000, piece of shit. Actually, another video right there for that one. Was not impressed. Now I'm using the Columbia Coatings Cool Coat HD. Here's the gun on that. I actually like it. A little disappointed. I was told I can adjust the KB and the UA. You can adjust the KB extremely, but the UA goes like 3 or 4 points below whatever you set your KB, or 3 or 4 points above. And also, to figure out your KB, you have to hold your gun in the air, pull the trigger. To figure out your UA, you got to put it up against something to ground it and then adjust it. And like I said, it only has a slight adjustment, so I was kind of disappointed in that. That's why I got hold of Colo for their new machine. And as you know, I already unboxed that. It's there too. Powder booth. Okay. I am not a carpenter by any means, so please, I guess just forgive it. That's my powder booth. I created it with plywood. I got a couple of lights here, okay? I got a string of lights back here. Right here, it's the window. I open it up, put a fan in it, and it blows powder out. I've actually had my neighbors tell me I was painting my car because I have a car on the other side of that, and it puts powder on it, which I'm not worried about. Got a couple Eastwood lights just to give that actual natural light. My grounding system, I have a ground rod. This is the one to the Dewalt. This one goes directly out to the back. You can see everything set up there. And then there's actually a hard line with no coating on it, you can see. And then they come down here. And then they come down to, I don't know, let me see if I can put it down there close enough. Ground rod, yeah, it looks like a mess. But it's grounded, who cares? So my parts are always grounded. That's pretty good. Okay. Actually, let's go. You guys already know, like I said, we already unboxed the KF, which is now, since I did all the little upgrades on mine, now it's actually going to be the X1 Reaper machine. And you can buy this exact machine for the exact same price I paid for it and get it looking exactly like this. So I'll have the X1. Let me just get it out. It will have the X1 written right on it. And it will have, let's see if I can do this right. Yes, it's a mess. And it will have that for a faceplate. My shop is a mess right now. Things that over the years that I ended up getting or using, and I have found, oh wait, all my parts for my new powder coating machine right here. I got them, I tore it apart into a shitload of pieces, and we're gonna powder coat them. Things that I have found that just are helpful. Liquid metal. If you're doing a lot of rims and stuff, liquid metal from Columbia Coating is where I get ours. Oops. I love this stuff, just because if there's any deep gouges in rims, I can use it, and I imagine you can use it on other parts too. So another thing is we got our Scotch-Brite pads up here. We use the Eastwood Pre Prep. We'll use acetone at certain points in time, but right before we do our powder coating, we use the paint prep. It works for us. The thing you gotta know is every powder coater does things differently. I know some powder coaters will go from the chemical. They will off-gas, or no, they'll go from the chemical. They will media blast their rims, off-gas their rims, see if there's gas coming out or the darkness coming out. Then they'll re-media blast them. We go right from the chemical right to off-gassing, then we do our media blasting. But before we powder coat, we do pop them back in to get the charge off, 10 minutes, 400 degrees, something like that, just to kill the charge. We'll take them out, then that's when we do our paint prep with the Eastwood, and then that's when the magic happens. So we use pretty much, I mean, any tools you have at home is pretty much the tools that you're gonna be using. We have silicone plugs. We have a set of those, crap a load of those over there. We have heat tape, gotta have the heat tape. Gotta have sharp blades. They're not in there, they're actually all around this place. Liquid metal, we already went over that one. So basically that's roughly, I mean, we also have a lot of different types of hangers. You can see them here, a whole crap load of hangers. We use these to put over our rims. For our powder coater, our temp. We also just had one of these made. Turned out good, so it's just easier while we're doing some rims, or like you see rims, valve covers and stuff. We can have another one ready to go in, just because we're falling behind, like it's getting bad. As for starting a powder coating business under $200, let's say literally $200, when we started a while ago, we started very small. We started with a bucket blaster from, I think, Eastwood, and the Dewalt that I still have. I still have the Dewalt. Hate it with a passion, but it got us through the beginning stages where people have to start somewhere. And we used a stove, a regular stove that cost nothing on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that. Start small, save up, and then the very first thing we got big was our oven. Then the next step after the oven was the powder coating machine, and then our blast cabinet. So we went that route, but still you can start low money, whether you start off doing a hobby for yourself and start doing them for getting items from your friends and doing those. And then before you know it, you just have people asking you to do it. So yeah, I think that is about it right now for that. YouTube community is small. I know you see this in some of my posts that I have on my YouTube channel, saying basically all YouTubers do things differently. Just don't be rude to the YouTube guys that do the powder coating. There's only very few of us out there that do it, and we're doing it for content for you guys. I haven't had this happen yet, but I've seen it on other channels, and I just think it's like, if you have that much knowledge or you're going to be rude, get some balls yourself and go and do your own channel. If I do something different than Steven in 710, doesn't mean his is right or mine's wrong. If I do something different than Unknown Code and Sean, same thing. Everybody does things differently. As long as the end product turns out good, that's all that matters. So be respectful. Literally, there's a handful of YouTube channels that are directed towards purely powder coating. So yeah, mention some of them. Again, Unknown Coatings, great channel. 710 Performance. Right now, powder coating. He hasn't been putting out as much content, but I still watch some of his old stuff, even though I've seen it before. Another one coming up is my buddy Jimmy O'Malley. He just started his channel and he's putting his shop together. But he's gonna start to do content too. So all those channels, just check them out. Okay, I think that's it. Until next time, have a great week.